This is section 1 for your notes of Overland Trail, functions, domain, and range. Let's start off with our vocabulary. A function is a relationship where each input has exactly one unique output. And we will usually look at this in the sense of a table of ins and outs. Domain. The domain of the function is the set of all inputs for a function, so everything that you put in the table. Range, the set of all outputs for a function. To help me remember which domain goes with inputs and range goes with outputs, in the alphabet, D comes before R and I before O. So inputs, outputs, domain, range. So let's look at some examples. First, the following tables are going to be functions because each input is going to have only one output. It doesn't matter that in some cases different inputs will have the same output. For instance, on our first table here, -1 is going to be paired with 7, 0 is going to be paired with 3, and 1 is also going to be paired with 7. And this is still a function. Each input, so every input is only listed in the table once. It has one output. Second example, 1 is going to be paired with 7, 2 is going to be paired with 10, and 3 is going to be paired with 13. And again, this table represents a function because each input is listed once and they each have a unique answer. On this table, 1 is going to be paired with 5, 2 is going to be paired with 5, and 3 is also going to be paired with 5. And this is still an example of a function because each input's only listed once, and it is okay that they each are paired up with 5. On example 2, these tables are not functions because some of the inputs are going to have more than one output. This is an example here. 9 is going to be paired with -3 and +3. 4 is going to be paired with -2 and +2. And 1 is going to be paired with -1 and 1. And this would be an example of not a function because 9 has 2 answers, 4 has 2 answers, and 1 also has 2 different answers. The following table, 4 is going to be paired with 8, 5 is going to be paired with 10, 6 is going to be paired with 12, and 4 is going to be paired with 2. And so as I look at this table, I notice that 4 is repeated in the table twice. In the first instance, 4 is paired with 8, and then 4 is paired with 2. And so that violates the definition of a function that each input can only have one unique output, and 8 and 2 are not the same output. And on this last example, we have inputs of principal, mom, principal, and add. Initially, principal is paired with P, mom is paired with M, principal is paired with I, and add is paired with D. If I was looking for the rule for this table, I would notice that the outputs appears to be the letter that appears the most often. And since principal has 2 P's and 2 I's, it could have an answer of P or I. And so that is a reason why this table violates the definition of function. And again, these 3 examples are not functions.